Now moving on to the abandoned checkout flow. In this flow, people have entered the checkout, entered the cart emails, probably they've entered the shipping address, and they've left. They never came back, and that's exactly where we send this email. Now, there are three types of abandoned flows. There's just look, so browse abandonment. There's abandoned cart and abandoned checkout. We're going to be covering the third one. And so, first of all, here's how you send the email. There are two types of customers that exist in abandoned checkout now, right? There's never bought, so they've never bought from you, and there's people who've already bought. And the two last emails differ between those. The first email, you need to fire it within 30 to 45 minutes of that abandonment, and you say, hey, take another look. You show the product actually in the email. Let me actually show you an example of that email. As you can see, it says your blanks are still here. Nothing has moved. Same style, same sizes. Basically, it's still there. You can still grab it. Return to checkout. Like, button high up, it's very important. It shows the image dynamically, which is very cool. Not a lot of companies can do that, but we've built it this way. And then you have your actual checkout, like how it looks. So in your checkout, you have this, and then you get the subtotal amount, and then you say, hey, return to checkout. Then you simply explain away the product. You simply go, hey, what you picked? So here's what you think. Here's the composition, here's the weight, here's the size, medium, whatever customers need to know about the product before buying it. It also handles some objections that they may have, right? So for example, it says, hey, no MOQ for PFD, no MOQ. I don't know what that means, but apparently that just handles objections, right? So then it simply says cut, sewn, and dyed in one building. It goes more about the product itself. And then obviously we go into another email, which we're going to cover right now. So the second email, which is the day one email, is a note from the founder, right? Founder itself reaching out saying, hey, there's no deal, you didn't buy it. So let me take a look at the founder email. As we can see, founder email says, I saw you got as far as checkout on a custom color and stop. This is usually the right instinct because the color is the part that's hard to undo once a run starts. And so it handles two objections in here. So first paragraph handles one objection, second paragraph handles second objection, and it feels relevant because it actually is a plain text email as if a friend is emailing you. And it also has one link. And as you know, in email, the link is like blue. So you see the plain text and you see just one link. And most people they might not even read through that, but they see that link and they want to click on it, and they will, right? So they will click on it. It works extremely well. This is one of the most best performing emails we've ever run. Now, the third email here, if they've never bought, you give them the deal now. So you say, hey, here's the deal, here's your discount. You can use it or not, but sometimes you need to use it, for example. Now, these emails were built for people who've already bought, so they don't offer a discount in their third email. So they just handle more objections in the third email. They say, hey, we will stop asking, and just let us know, right? You still have it in your checkout. Because it's also such a custom thing that they don't need people to be sitting there. It's actually the truth, right? They're saying the truth. So they don't need to even offer the discount, especially people who already bought, right? But if they've never bought, you offer the discount first, offer some sort of incentive first, and then you make the last call saying, hey, this literally expires today. I'm going to take it away from you, right?